What's up? Pulling some handles. I'm not very good at it. I'm totally gonna cheat and use an extruder, and I don't care. I think you can get some really nice handles with extruders from what I've seen, and I'm gonna try that anyway. I'm sure I'll work on the whole, pulling it thing and doing stuff like that, but this is the way I'm probably gonna do most of my handles, I imagine. The people I see using them have lovely handles, so that's what I'm gonna try. I threw some pots last night. It didn't go great. I think the clay was a little too firm. It was 108 yesterday. My shop has no insulation. So the clay sealed in its bag, just set and kind of baked, and it just got a little firm. I probably didn't wedge it well enough, and anyway, it was just kind of tough to throw last night. I got some decent, out of the 8 balls of clay I threw, I got 4, 5 that I'm okay with, 4 of them that I'm pretty satisfied with, and 3, including this guy, that didn't do too well. Sorry about the light. Yeah, he didn't make it, but you know what? I'm in the, here I am. I'm still, I'm gonna have a kiln ready to go probably in about a month, maybe sooner, maybe. I have to change the elements on the kiln I bought, used, got a good deal. But gotta change the elements out on that. I'll probably film that. That'll be fun, never done that. And then I'm gonna start playing with some glazes. I love the Mako Color. You can follow them on YouTube. Just search Mako Color. I'll try to put a link in the description. They have some just stupid stuff that's really cool, and I'm excited about playing with that. Anyway, I'm gonna use these stuff like this for some tests, and keep them for myself and look at them and be like, oh, that was pretty. All right. So what I found that really works the best, for me, pulling handles is just the coil. So I'm gonna roll some coils and get those to start drying. My pots I uncovered, and they're probably gonna finish to get leather hard. I already trimmed one and it was just a little too wet. So they're drying, I'm gonna start making some coils and get them to start drying. And then by the time I finish trimming, should be able to attach the coils because it's hot. Yesterday, like I said, was 108 here. It's August 15th. I'm ready for the fall. I think today's gonna be 102. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Still feels pretty nice. So I'm trying to get some of this done today, early. This may be out of focus, sorry. I need to get we just moved a couple months ago and I'm still unpacking. I'm sure we'll still be unpacking for 6 months. To a certain extent. We're gonna actually redo our kitchen, and so that's part of it. I'm gonna start with about that much clay. I'm trying to make small little handles here, not too big. So we'll start with that. And I don't really know what I'm doing still, so I'm learning as I go, so we'll see what that does. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and wedge it just because. This is a method that I hadn't really seen too much, but I had a ceramics teacher who taught me this. This is a good way to just do a little basic wedge, especially with a smaller ball of clay. All right, here we go. I'm not really good at this either, but seems to be the best way I've found to get the best handles, because I just don't like pulling them. And some of the purists out there may be like, whoa, that's what you're supposed to. Okay, cool. Well, I think anybody would say you can do pretty much anything you want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. So if that makes you mad, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you mad. We can still be friends. Tried to clean that. This is an old piece of granite that was left over from my previous house. We change the countertops, and it was left over. And they said, "What do you want us to do with this?" And I was like, "I don't know, just put it by the side of the house." And it sat over on the side of the house, kind of out of sight, out of mind, for, gosh, a year. Out in the sun, it kind of bleached it out. But this is really a perfect throwing and wedging and surface. I guess if you're looking for something to wedge on or dry some clay out, this granite, it works good. I'm gonna go three and a half inches. 3.5 inches, here we go. One of the problems I think I've had is just kind of working with the clay too much. The guys I really like, they seem to pull a handle, extrude a handle, do whatever, and once they get it kind of the way and the shape they want, they don't mess with it a ton. When they attach it, they don't work it a lot. And so that's been one of the problems I've had. I'll show you. So I don't know, let's see if I can get this close here. Well, you may not be able to see it good, but just right here, I really had to work the clay a lot, and you can see there's just some inconsistency up here at the top of the handle and down. It turned out okay. It feels good. I think it'll fit fine, but I don't like the way it looks. And so one thing I'm working on is not to be a perfectionist, because it's been something that's really, is this annoying or weird or just kind of funny? I don't know, it's working. Being a perfectionist, and it's stopped me in my tracks a lot of times. Last night I was getting really frustrated while I was throwing because they weren't just coming out the way I wanted. And I was having a hard time centering. Centering hard sometimes, especially that clay was just a little firm. But I was having a hard time getting everything centered. And the pots just weren't coming out at the end. I was having to really work. I had to save a couple, and I did, which was kind of cool. I was proud of that. But pots that got really out of sorts, I was able to save and ended up with a decent pot. It's weird talking like this because it's all kind of gathering out here. Anyway, too much information. But yeah, so that's that. So after looking at these handles that were 3.5, I think they're a little thick, a little too big around, and probably a little short. So I'm gonna roll them out a little more and maybe get to 4 inches. Yeah, this is actually 4.5 now. So I think that may end up get a nice handle. All right. I enjoy a lot of time getting into the tediousness, like the method, the technical of doing something, figuring out how to do it, finding a method to do it is fun. I can get a little obsessive about finding somebody I like on YouTube or something and how they do it, and be like, I've got to do it that way, and sometimes that slows me down or it gets me stuck in a rut. Anybody else get stuck? And so, but then to come in, you know, in here, and I haven't had a place to really do this for several years now, and so this is cool. But finding my own way. You know, what's the term? There's 1,000 ways to skin a, sorry. That was just a joke. Don't be mad at me or comment or anything about, I love cats. I have a cat, his name's Romo. He's my favorite cat I've ever had. I can't wait. My extruder is going to be here on, I think, Tuesday. I've had a lot of packages disappearing off of front porches. If you're watching this and you take packages off front porches, you're a jerk. Stop it. Order your own. Yeah, this is how I'm doing it. Change my mind. All right, so these are still, boy, they're right there. The tops are probably fine. It's still a little wet, but I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna wire it. So yeah, that's still too wet. Dang it. All right. Need to let those dry. So that's what we'll do is watch me clean these. Yay, that'll be fun. So while my pot's dry, I'm gonna go mow. Let's watch that. I know you want to. I think they seem probably just a little on the wet side, but I think they're gonna work. All right, got me a little wad of clay. I really want to get one of those gaffer gripper things. Put the pot in, twist that thing. Yeah, I really want one of those. Yes. I like shortcuts and easy fixes. That's what I'm always looking for. I don't know about y'all. I'm also kind of hoarding my clay because I have to drive an hour and a half to get it, which isn't horrible, but it's not convenient. This tool here, I'm not sure. It's Mud Tools trimming tool, and I like it okay. I ordered some that will be here on Tuesday that I'm looking forward to using, and it may just be because I tend to trim when it's too wet. Here we go. Oh yeah, this will work good. This will work. And I haven't found my this is how I trim method yet. I don't know if I like flat bottoms or with the foot. I don't know. And I haven't also decided if I'm gonna be a potter that is really uniform. And I don't know if that's good or bad. I kind of like, personally, I like some variety. But I also want to sell these things, and so if people want a certain thing that's gonna be part of the process. Really what I'm trying to do is just create a nice curve here And I'm almost out of battery, so I'm gonna finish here, go charge my battery, and come back. I'm gonna put a little foot on this, not too much. Whoa, that one. Still a little too wet. Just don't have a stamp either, so. I don't know, I think that's gonna work for me. Try not to do too much, just keep it pretty simple. There we go. Not bad. I'll take it. Bottom looks like that, nothing crazy. Looks pretty good. All right, here's next. So what we got, not a bad little shape. Got a little wonky. Let's see how this guy fits in there. I use the rings on the wheel head to try to center it as best I can. That is gonna work. All right, my card's almost full, so this is gonna be an interesting end of the video. But yeah, it's not bad. I think I'm just gonna leave a flat bottom on this one. Feels pretty good. That's it. All right, I may skip ahead a little bit, wait till I start putting on handle. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna get before my card's full, but I'm gonna try to attach a handle real quick. Here we go. A little rough edge here. Put some slip on. I'm just using slip out of my wheel. Well, I did that too soon, but helps if you can see. Getting that there. Saw a really cool way to line these up using a laser level. I think that's a great idea. Here we go. Not bad. I don't love the shape. I'm a doofus and didn't think about using my phone. Here. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, please subscribe. If you watch this, just hit subscribe. That really will help me and help us grow this channel. It's something that I think is going to be fun and hopefully something that you enjoy, and that as I go through this and kind of learn, maybe you'll learn with me and we'll all learn together, those of us that are chasing ceramics or even just chasing a dream. So you can do it. Do it. Okay, that's it. See ya.